Proudly serving for 50 years as Appalachian State University's college radio station. 90.5 WASU-FM Boone. Stream us at WASUradio.com. Download the WASU-FM app. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or just say, Alexa, play WASU-FM.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Good morning, wall. Morning, ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, the Morning App crew is fighting today. Good morning, I'm Peter.
Good morning, I'm Team Pruett.
Hello, Ben.
Team Emma? I don't...
I'm fighting Ben because he's wearing his headphones like a goob, and I don't...
I get so hurt.
It triggers the obsessive compulsiveness in me.
So are we team wearing headphones like normal people and team wearing headphones like Ben? Is that the...
Are you going to wear your headphones?
There's the two
I was
factions.
just defending you, so...
He's
Right.
gonna be it's just like middle school all over again. No one agrees with me.
I actually forgot. I only did it because I'm lazy, so I haven't had my hair out, so I wear my beanie every day. My beanie hurts my ears, and the headphones hurt my ears, so I flip the edges of the beanie up so my ears can be free for like an hour.
Your beanie hurts your ears?
And then,
it's tight. I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
then
not the circulation yet.
Huh.
Yeah,
my favorite one was like super loose, and I lost it, and now I can't wear beanies unless I want my ears to get all
I know.
injured.
Oh, it's terrible.
And if you have like earbuds in, even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Like me all the time.
Do I have super strong ears?
You probably have a nice beanie.
You probably have a well-fitting beanie.
Like genetically superior.
I'd think that I have super strong ears instead of just
Well,
well-fitting
my
heads.
ears are
Just,
actually
like,
really
extra
weird. I
thick
can do
there.
stuff like this. I can fold my ear inside my ear.
Wow.
I didn't
do
get it that
that.
time, but like,
Can I?
It's pretty disturbing.
yeah.
I have too many
I get it, like,
piercings. I don't think I can.
Everyone in the
in the
car just
morning.
decided, can I
Yeah.
fold my ear into my ear?
It's the body horror episode of the Morning App.
Oh, people can flip their eyelids. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
I don't like
Yeah.
that. I'm not about that.
I
Like,
used to be able to do it.
Anyways.
yeah.
Fred, how do you spell your name? I know how to spell your name.
How do I spell my
Slowly,
name?
I will explain in a second.
Can I guess?
Yeah. I mean, this is a fun game.
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I imagine it's Pruett.
Spell it again into the microphone
Pruett
slowly.
or I?
Okay.
Yeah.
ITT.
Pruett.
Spelling bee over. The reason why I say this,
I got it right.
Yes, you did.
Good job.
with love to our AppTV people. By the way, we're on AppTV, streaming on Facebook and on Skynet. I forget or Sky.
Best.
Sky. Thank you.
The year is 2035.
Skynet is all about taking over.
I hate everyone here.
I won salvation.
This really is me against the Morning App.
Yeah, I like it.
We're streaming there, but the Morning App YouTube uploads have your name spelled wrong with an I.
Oh,
And I
cool.
was just like,
Thanks, Morning App.
no, it's fine. I'm not being hard on them. I just thought it would be funny. Anyways, a lot of stuff has happened.
Really?
A lot of stuff.
In the
Lots
last
of
2
stuff, eh?
days. Whoa.
That's crazy. I
Yes.
know. I haven't been here since Monday, so this makes sense to me.
Well, then we'll start with something that you missed, a follow-up to a story that you missed yesterday.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. Twitter update.
What?
Update.
Not yesterday, Wednesday.
Wow.
Twitter update, indeed. I didn't see this on Twitter. I actually saw it just combing around the interwebs. So we talked about on Wednesday the 15-year-old Russian figure skater who was the first woman to hit a quad. Well, I don't know if she's been disqualified. It kind of sounds like it because there's a doping scandal with her.
Oh, no.
But what was the banned substance, Peter?
Trimetazidine.
It's a heart medication.
Oh.
So
Okay.
unless it has some special side effects or something.
Well, it's banned for some reason.
I know, but they ban a lot of weird stuff. Like, yeah, it could still, it could have an effect, but like a heart medication?
Yeah, I don't know anything. I tried to find stuff about the medicine. I was like, too much medical jargon.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Facts. Yeah. Low IQ. Not you. That's how I feel.
Literally, I'm going to riot. I'm going to riot on the morning app.
Sorry, I don't use my words well.
He said, English, what's that? Yeah, but I hope it doesn't, if I hope it doesn't take away from her feat, let alone, it kind of does sound like she's going to get disqualified.
Yeah, rip.
That sucks.
Good. That opens doors for America to have a figure skater at number one.
I mean, Nathan Chen, different category, but we talked about that. Nathan Chen got the best score ever in a short episode.
I'm proud of him.
So good for him, and he's American. So
Sweet.
Also,
Wow. Twitter update.
H&M's Beware. Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift will be releasing a song collaboration. I think it's a remix to a previous Ed Sheeran song, or maybe it's a new song, and it's called The Joker and the Queen, which really is a triggering title.
Yeah.
I think of that meme where it's like,
She was his queen and crazier than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it very much is. It's giving me that.
And God help anyone who dare
Disrespect his queen. I was like, you really named it that.
That's so funny. I hope they sound that.
Yeah, you're a Taylor Swift fan.
I am a Taylor Swift fan.
Are you gonna listen to it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably listen to it like once.
Yeah, that's very much.
Yeah.
Very Taylor Swift.
Right.
Or very Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Except not. People blast Ed Sheeran on repeat.
One of my roommates actually put me onto Ed Sheeran last semester because apparently there are some early albums where Ed Sheeran has just nothing but fire bangers. And then
Fire bangers?
Yeah.
It's like acoustic, like beatboxing stuff.
It's
That was really dope.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
He has like some like British kind of rap songs, and I'm like, this is really cool.
Which letter of PEMDAS of album is this on?
Gabriel. X and then he has like that first album where he.
Sorry.
The headphones
Peter,
attack.
I know Peter's gonna kill me.
Let's see, Eddie Sheeran. Eddie Sheer.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking at
Eddie
Sheer's
Sheer?
discography.
His rap
it's
name?
Plus.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
plus.
it is plus.
The basic, our basic edition.
Right.
Second grade math. Second grade math. This is kindergarten math, not me.
Some fire songs.
Anyways, is anyone else an Ed Sheeran fan?
Eddie Sheer, different. Sorry.
Right.
Eddie Sheer.
Come on.
I typed his name. I just realized I typed his name on my show notes as Ed Sheehan, like Ali Sheehan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is that her name? Ali Sheehan. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The woman who played the basket case from the Breakfast Club, and then she was the murderer in Psych.
Yeah.
I believe her last name is Sheehan.
Yes.
She's also in Single Drunk Female on ABC. She's uninteresting as a character, but she's a great actress, so good for her. Anyways.
Wow. Twitter update.
This is a big one. I personally don't have much to say on it. Futurama is being revived on Hulu.
Really?
Interesting.
And they're not bringing back John DiMaggio as Bender is not returning.
Oh, then
Why
I'm
is
not
that?
watching
It sounds, they reached out because I think they have the rest of the original cast. It sounds like they reached out and he said no.
Interesting.
Why did he say no?
I don't know. I don't think he's made a statement on it.
So I haven't seen all of Futurama, but my understanding is that they thought it was going to get canceled like all the
a
time.
lot of
Yeah.
time. It basically did get canceled a lot
Right,
of
and so
times.
they have like a million finale episodes, or just episodes that could serve as a finale.
But they ended it, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
what I
So
thought, too.
that's what I'm kind of curious about. Like, how would they bring it back if they've created an excellent finale?
I don't know.
Huh.
I'm curious.
That'll be exciting though. I'll watch it.
It's a 20 episode run on Hulu.
It's a prequel series of just watching Fry in the cryo chamber for 1,000 years.
That'd be dope. They bring his voice actor back for nothing.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch Futurama growing up? Is that like
I used to love Futurama.
really?
Yeah.
So you're excited for this?
John DiMaggio Bender was my favorite character, so I'm a little conflicted.
Well,
True.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I'm assuming the writing staff is returning, so it'll be
Right.
maybe just as funny.
Like those were my favorite moments where he was involved. So it's just like, I have a little thinking. I'll probably watch it, but I don't know how into it I'll be.
Yeah.
As far as I don't understand why it's returning. Just because I wasn't a huge Futurama fan, but yes, they like conclusively ended it. It's when it ended originally. It was pretty. This show's over. So I was just like, why are we bringing it back?
The
Money.
only Futurama I've ever seen was in like a hotel, actually around Valentine's Day, like
in peace.
6 years ago. And I watched like 7 episodes in a row, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And then never again. So
This is pretty cool, but
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch another episode.
right.
Wow. Twitter
This is a very short story, but I thought it was hilarious. Again, Pruett, you weren't on this episode. I'm so sorry. This is Wednesday's show. Right. Ben and I and Emma, but Ben mentioned it, which is like triggering. We were talking about specifically video games on the Nintendo GameCube, and Ben brought up. I had not talked about this video game in forever, and for some reason, Wednesday was the day we brought it up. We talked about that Mario soccer game.
Yeah.
Mario Super Strike or whatever?
Super Strikers.
Yeah.
After like 11 years, that same day, because we were talking about video games because Nintendo had a big presentation, they announced another game in the soccer series. I'm like, what on earth?
Weird.
Wow.
Psychic, dude.
You guys are prophets.
We manifested it.
Yeah, we for real did.
You brought your tablets down from the mountaintop.
I won't get into that Nintendo thing because this is not a video game segment, but it was a pretty good presentation. I was pretty hype.
Yeah.
Wow. Twitter update.
Clicking.
But no Breath of the Wild 2. Sorry, that's all I want to say.
No news on that because they said it was going to be news on the first half of the 2022 game season.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah.
Conveniently ignored that.
You ruined my click.
It just me angry.
You ruined my.
Wow. Twitter update.
Sorry.
It's fine. It was really short. Okay, this is also really not a short story, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. North Carolina native and dubbed the queen of funk music, Betty Davis, died, and I know y'all don't know who she is, but she's really, really important to like the history of music.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say rest in peace to her, and
rest
also
in peace, Betty Davis.
And also to that, it is the anniversary of both Whitney Houston's death and Sylvia Plath's death.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's kind of
sad.
To the bell jar.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Whitney the voice.
Yeah, of course.
The reason why I bring all that up is because in March of last year when I was doing the morning app, I'm going to murder.
I'm sorry.
It's always at like the most serious moments.
How do you keep doing that?
It's just
because he bends down to pick at something.
I'm a fidgeter.
For context for our listeners on air, Ben keeps making a microphone bump thing, or
it's that I accidentally hit my headphones on
Against the
microphone.
right, and it goes,
And
it goes which anyway. All right.
I won't interrupt. I will just leave it be if it happens again. I promise.
But you'll know what it is.
Right.
I brought all those up, like 3 famous ladies who have all passed away, is because last year I talked about every episode of the morning app. I did a little tiny segment on women in music who passed away because it's March's Women's History Month, and I want to do it again, but not for women in music, but just women you probably never heard of that are really important, and that's just like a little tease of it because I have a very substantive knowledge of figures in history that no one cares about except for me. So
nice.
I'm gonna do very short. Like I'll be taking like 3 minutes. Last time we did like a 15-minute break.
You can take all the time you need to talk about women.
Heck, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But it's not very conversational.
Oh, really?
If I just read all these facts about this person.
Well, are we allowed to respond to the facts about the person?
Of course. That's why I want to do it like short.
I think it'll be fine.
We could all bring like a different person. You
that
just
would
assign
be
us
fun.
people, Peter.
Yeah.
And you do a history.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Little oral report. I think that'd be cool.
Ben's like, hold on.
Sign up for that.
I just like sitting here and messing with the microphone
and irritating me. Yeah. We're gonna be right back.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
A dragonfly.
Yeah, that's right. Dragonflies in the studio.
There's a dragonfly in the studio.
I already did that bit. You weren't here for that either. Bro, you just miss out on everything.
Oh, yeah.
But
why is the Wednesday show so fun? It's because I'm not there.
Yeah, exactly. No. I've been saving this story for Pruett. We could have talked about it on Wednesday, but I didn't want you to miss out on everything.
Right, I appreciate it.
The Oscars nominations are out.
They sure are. Woo!
What do you have to say on that, Pruett?
Yeah, so I was up at 8:18 a.m. to watch the live stream.
I didn't know it was live streamed.
It was live streamed on Tuesday, and I am pleasantly surprised by the slate of Best Picture nominees. Everyone else is on their phones, which is really fucking funny. Which is really funny.
I have an article relevant to this. So I was getting
I'm just like, I haven't seen any of these. And I feel really embarrassed.
No, I'm like,
I have an article relevant.
It is this dull.
Swear. See,
no,
I have an
it's
article.
impressive. But it's a fun year because the Oscars last year were a trash fire. I don't know if you guys watched them.
No.
It was very unfortunate.
Is that the year Parasite won?
No, that was 2019.
Wow.
This is COVID year, and it was rough. But
it was like a Sound of Metal and stuff.
Sound of Metal is awesome.
I like Sound of Metal.
Sound of Metal is really good. It's on Prime. Check it out. Has ASL in it. Also,
yeah, it's about a heavy metal drummer that goes deaf.
Yeah, super cool.
Metal?
Sound of Metal.
That was one of last year's nominees.
The things I find out about now that I actually look for things, I'm like, dang, these stories sound interesting.
Also, didn't realize. Sorry,
it's okay.
Sound of Metal tangent. The lead in Sound of Metal is
Riz Ahmed.
Yeah, he was in Nightcrawler.
Yeah, he was a Nightcrawler.
I did not realize.
He's also in Venom.
The partner, the broke partner.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know the guy who gets at the end?
Yeah. But
Anyways, relevant to this year's Oscar, I'm not complaining.
So the Oscars are kind of self-correcting after last year, which is kind of weird and experimental, and no one watched it because the Oscars are run by ABC, and ABC needs ratings, and the Oscars, for all their prestige, are also a television program and bring in money. So instead of having 8 or 9 movies, there are 10 movies on the Best Picture slate for us all to check out. Notably, I think the most popular ones are probably Don't Look Up on Netflix, which
good for them.
Yeah, shout out to Adam McKay and for Jennifer Lawrence for being back in our lives, and Dune as well is also up.
I saw that.
Also for Best Picture.
And West Side Story a little bit.
Yeah, which West Side
Oh my
Story's
God!
fine.
Wait! I have something to say about West Side Story. I completely forgot about it. One of the women that I'm going to be talking about for this, it comes full circle, is Rita Moreno, who is I love her. She's legendary. She is the original Anita from the original West Side Story movie, and she won an Oscar for that. The girl who plays Anita got nominated for an Oscar as well as supporting actress, and I don't know if it's the first time it's happened, but it's one of very few times where someone's ever been nominated for the same character for the same award.
Right. So Joker is the other one, I think, where the Joker has been a performance that people keep
but that's a different story. West Side Story, it's the same story.
Yeah, it's the same story, same movie.
Good for her.
Steven Spielberg kills it. West Side Story also up for Best Picture. But the two big surprises were Nightmare Alley, which is this Guillermo del Toro movie that made no money. So no one saw it.
I know the movie. I didn't watch it, but I do know the movie because I'm familiar with Guillermo.
It's on HBO Max, and you check it out. But then Drive My Car, which is this...
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, which is this 3-hour-long Japanese movie that got a very, very limited release. So I guess the Oscars were just really feeling it, which is cool. I appreciate that they're
reaching out,
branching out, going for movies that are supposedly one of the best movies of the year. But yeah, thank you, Oscars. Woo! But I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a good year. I think there's a lot of really awesome stuff if people get a chance to see it. So we'll have to see. But
yeah. I agree.
I have there was the article I was pulling up was I don't know how if this happened before for 2 couples, but Oscar nominations for 2 couples, each of them have, if that makes sense. The article that Vulture put, I thought was cute. They gift 2 couples his and her Oscar nominations. I thought was cute. Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons
for The Power of the Dog.
Yep. Supporting actor and actress. And actually, I think Yeah, Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem, also actor and actress.
Yeah.
Wait, Penelope Cruz from Criminal Minds?
Penelope Cruz.
Is that the same or different?
Different, I think.
Okay.
Penelope.
Really excited.
Penelope Cruz is her character name.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this actress is
very
it.
confused then.
She's nominated for something called, I've never seen it, Parallel Mothers.
Parallel Mothers. I saw it on Tuesday.
Is it good? Oh yeah, you always try to see everything that's nominated.
Yeah, I do. Parallel Mothers is a Spanish language movie. It's really cool. I drove to Asheville to see it with my girlfriend. And my mom actually came along for that one. Yeah, it was sweet. But it's kind of this crazy soap opera-esque movie, but it's beautiful to look at. It's really, really pretty. And Penelope Cruz murders it. She's also just one of the prettiest people alive.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Penelope.
And then Power of the Dog is like kind of like the big name I've heard from this.
12 nominations. Yeah.
I have not heard of it.
It is so good.
It's on Netflix.
Is it good? I don't have Netflix.
It's like
it's
a
awesome.
Western.
Mm-hmm. It's a Western character study.
What?
Highly recommend. Power of the Dog's awesome. Yeah.
For something we're going to talk about later in the show, I've really gotten into like Western and country aesthetic.
Oh, fantastic.
Same.
Yeah, this is it, guys. Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog.
Check it out.
I just have a little list going on.
Of what? Of things to watch?
Where to watch.
What's the list? I want to read it.
Sound of Metal, Don't Look Up, Nightmare Alley, and Power of the Dog right now.
Right,
Don't Look Up was really good. Well, I thought it was okay. It was good, but I hate when I felt slightly condescendingly talked to, very slightly, because it was like I got the message.
Right. Here's the deal with Don't Look Up. If you're a liberal who believes in climate change, like you'll be like, okay, Don't Look Up's awesome. You know, if you are anybody else, you're gonna be like,
I don't even think it. No, I think some people who are, not to get too political, but right leaning would still like it because right leaning people love a conspiracy.
Yeah.
So sorry, but
Adam McKay's politics are very like left side of the aisle, which is, and his movies are all kind of about, you know,
some sort of social commentary. Yeah.
Except for like Step Brothers, you know.
What do you mean? That's the most political movie of all. Step Brothers. It's a very powerful commentary on divorce and remarriage.
Anarchy.
Gosh.
The merits of communism in a capitalist society.
Sorry, I just had to take a little sip of my Monster energy drink.
Not sponsored.
Not
here on the Morning App
at all. Well, besides you, does anyone else watch award ceremonies?
No. I used to watch the Oscars a lot, but honestly, in recent years, the Oscars have lost a little bit of respect, so that's why I haven't been watching them.
I don't watch I never really cared for any award ceremonies, mind you, but the one I will never watch is the Grammys. I find that one the
Grammys
most.
are a joke.
Yeah, I find them the most disrespectful because I care the most about music. Like that's my thing.
Yeah.
And Emmys are sort of, but I think the Emmys do better. And so, the Grammys, I'm like, I don't listen to most of this stuff anyways, so I don't want them get... The last thing that the Grammys ever did right was giving Casey Musgraves Album of the Year. That album is so good.
That's cool.
That album is
pretty awesome.
Phenomenal. Golden Hour is spectacular. Her next album wasn't that good.
Golden Hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you watch award shows, Emma?
I don't.
You're not missing anything.
Do you keep up with
I've always kind of hated award shows just in general. I've hated sitting through them. I've hated watching them.
Yeah.
I just am not a big fan of awards.
What about you miss all the legendary moments like Adele Dazeem? Does anyone remember that? John Travolta introducing, awarding, I think it was for Let It Go from Frozen. He read Idina Menzel's name and said Adele Dazeem.
I've seen that clip several times.
Adele Dazeem. That's awesome.
Quite a legendary
moment. The best
moment.
is still the Moonlight and
La La
Land.
When they messed up the winner.
Yeah,
Can you imagine
Steve Harvey?
Can you imagine walking onto the stage thinking you're about to win an Oscar and then they're just like, oh no, sorry, go back down.
If you watch Ryan Gosling during that clip, he's cracking up. He thinks it's so funny, which is awesome. Shout out to him.
That was hilarious.
I mean, with La La Land was the one that was announced, but it was Moonlight that one, right?
Yeah.
Good.
And Moonlight was
so good.
That's a really awesome movie.
Such a good movie.
I can't believe that movie only has a 7-something on IMDb.
Really?
It's not as highly rated as you'd think for a Best Picture winner.
Well, as we've talked about, I mean, I'm not saying Moonlight at all doesn't deserve it, but the Oscars does not necessarily reflect quality.
I know.
Award shows never have. I mean, like you said, there's network interest at play. I mean,
or popular interest usually is kind of the deal. The movies a lot of people see don't often correlate with movies that are up for Oscars.
No.
which is, yeah.
I mean, I don't remember where it was, but like straight up, there's been like the people who are on the voting committee will just have for animated picture. Like, I don't watch any of these, but my child likes Disney, so Disney wins. So there's a lot of disrespect to that.
I saw like Lupin and Encanto.
Yeah.
Encanto has been nominated, which, very shortly, they've announced that Encanto is a series now. They're going to do stuff with it. I'm so excited for.
I still need to check it out. Haven't yet.
It's so cute, and it's just like you could see they wanted, especially if you follow the behind the scenes of like what the story was very different.
Yeah.
And if you just like watch the movie and you're like, dang, they had so much involved in the story. They're laughing because Ben hit the microphone, but I'm trying to be a professional. Ignore it.
Third time.
We just need a tally. Start keeping track on the whiteboard.
Honestly.
I was trying to keep my composure.
Sorry.
But yes, Encanto is going to be a series, and I'm hoping they're going to focus more on her cousins, because everyone loves her cousin Camilo. I love her cousin Dolores almost as much.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Like
watch it before the Oscars.
I know. Yeah, it's on my list. I need to go through a couple.
When are the Oscars? You would know.
The Oscars, March. I think they're March 17th.
Oh, okay.
St. Patty's Day?
Let me double check that.
Or is it the 13th?
Good minute.
St. Patty's Day is the 17th.
Oh my goodness.
Oscars 2022. March 27th, my bad. March 27th is when the
March 27th. Okay, so it's like you have more than a month.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can watch all that.
We have a lot of time.
Okay, well,
and I'm most of the way through.
Are we going to break?
Yes.
Well, before we go to break, if you're watching on Facebook Live, respond with an answer to
I hate you.
Morning crossword puzzle. 7 down, it's gunk, 4 letters. Type in your answers, Facebook Live chat.
And we can't see the
You'll
Facebook
get a
Live
shout
chat.
out if you get it right.
I don't subscribe to this notion. Ben's doing the crossword. That's why he's hitting the microphone.
Facebook Live up.
That is why
see the answers.
He's hitting the microphone so much with his headphones because he's bending over to do the crossword.
Hit his head too many times.
We're gonna be right back.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
We have the smaller class sizes, we have the high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impact they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and I think a servant leader.
Being a Mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today.
I'm really excited to enter the workforce.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
.5 WASU. You're listening to the show where I am too hard on Ben, according to my mom.
And I am too hard on Ben, according to my mom.
It's okay. No one responded what 7 down gunk
Am I
was.
supposed to follow that?
Wait, so it's a 7-letter word for gunk.
No, it's 4. It's just 7 down is like, you know, the number. It's actually a 4-letter word for gunk, but no one responded.
Goop.
So no one wins the prize. I'm sorry.
Do we have any viewers on our Facebook Live, Ben?
Shall not be disclosed.
Okay. Well, okay. We'll talk about it because it's relevant, but I'm not going to be watching it. The Super Bowl is Sunday, right?
Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know. I have no idea if it's showing or not even showing. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm not watching it.
Because I don't even care about the halftime show this year. It just doesn't seem exciting.
And the commercials I don't think are going to be good either. You can just see them on YouTube after.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know it's almost $7 million to pay for an advertisement through NBC?
Yeah, for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
But it's because it's like the most watched
Smart
thing
car.
of the year.
Guys, smart car. I was so over that.
Doritos.
What was he going to do? What was he going to say? I can't remember.
I don't know.
You're going to watch it?
Oh, I am going to watch it.
Oh.
Do you guys have like Super Bowl party functions to go to though? Because
what are you going to
Nobody
do?
I know is throwing a Super Bowl shindig.
Yeah.
I'll probably throw
Yeah?
a casual bet on the game
haven't
and
heard
then
about 'em.
watch it and
Alone.
eat food.
Okay.
Who are you going to watch? You're not going to watch it with no one?
I feel like I want to throw a party now just for the gimmick of it.
Please
being a Super
do.
Bowl
Everyone
party.
Morning
dress up.
up.
Will you
Everyone
guys
Super Bowl.
come?
Emma party. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone dress
be
up
there.
as a different team that's not playing.
That'd be awesome.
I'll be the
Yeah.
Bronco.
Root for the Eagles. My dad would kill
I'll
me.
be Panthers because North Carolina pride, I guess. That's the only NFL team I know as well.
Hey, but at least you know.
Not the Eagles, not the Giants, not the New Orleans Patriots, New England Patriots.
Oh, I do know the Patriots, but the Patriots suck.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad likes you now.
Yeah, cool. Nice. I know football.
Okay, well, that's really it for like news that we're talking about. I just felt like I should mention that it's relevant.
Yeah. We should play like morning app fantasy football with the Super Bowl right now.
Well, how do you play fantasy football with one team or like one game?
We all guess who's going to win, and then we see who wins.
We should guess. I have not been
We
following.
can do points too.
Who's playing?
I think
The
Bengals and the Rams.
The
Bengals. Are those Tigers?
Yeah,
Oh, then they're obviously gonna win.
That's so cool.
I mean,
yeah.
the Tigers,
Versus the Rams. I mean, come on.
So that's our morning app bet. For The Bengals are winning.
The Bengals are winning. What's the score gonna be?
1100 to 2.
Awesome. I think it'll be 6-0. Bengals.
That would be
That was the
wild.
hockey game last night.
Yeah.
Bruins versus the Canes. Canes won.
Awesome.
6-0, I think.
Oh, my dad's listening. He said, "Go Broncos."
Yeah. Go, Mr. Roll.
That's our team.
Slow your roll, Mr. Roll. We are.
The Tigers got it this year.
Sorry, bro.
The Bengals.
We were talking about. Okay, we were talking about actually things that. I mentioned this earlier. I was like, all these like nominations and stuff. I'm just starting to hear about stories that sound interesting, and I just don't hear about them otherwise and stuff. a lot. This has like been this past like TV season has been like referred to as many as like a golden age for television again.
Really?
They're doing a lot of interesting stuff. Nobody cares. Apparently, don't laugh at me.
No, I wasn't laughing at you.
I'm gonna get sad and insecure. No.
All right. Tell us what TV.
So I mentioned actually on, I think you were on the Monday show when I mentioned this.
I was.
Abbott Elementary.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that.
Everyone is talking about that show.
Really? Except me, I guess. I haven't heard about it.
It's decent. Cheryl Lee Ralph's in it from the original Dreamgirls. It's not bad at all. Like I think it's really interesting.
Very cool.
They also have a show called
What's it on, Peter?
ABC Freeform, but it's on Hulu.
On Hulu. Very cool.
They also have a show called Grand Crew, also on Hulu. Both of them are like majority or all black casts, which is also like
Oh yeah, this is the show with freaking Tyler James Williams too.
Everybody Hates Chris guy. Yes.
Yes, that is the big name from it.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But Cheryl Lee Ralph's in it, and she's like legend. She's a legend. But yes, he's in it as well. He's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I've seen some clips from that.
It's a good show.
Exciting.
I have a hard time watching anything on Hulu just because of the ads. Like I just have such a knee-jerk reaction to like watching things with advertisements now.
They get old.
Yeah.
Hi,
exactly. It's
let's go buy a car.
I know. I'm like Geico. I'm like I don't even know what insurance is. I'm like
I'm 22.
Right.
Like, I can't pay for that.
I'm hardly buying groceries right now.
And then they also have a Grand Crew, which I mentioned. I haven't watched it yet, but I've been told I would like it because it's similar to a show that I used to really enjoy called Happy Endings, who was in it? Yeah, no. Alicia Cuthbert's in it, and Adam Pally's in it. And oh my God, I'm forgetting her name. She's literally Eliza Coupe. I love her, and she's in that show. So I've been told to watch Grand Crew. And then the last one, which I thought was interesting and low key, really similar to a television pilot I've been writing. So and, similar in style. It's called Ghosts.
Ghosts.
I think it's an FX show or something.
FX makes great shows.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It might be. I could be completely wrong.
Is it supernatural or is it like?
It's okay. It's about this couple who inherits some sort of old hotel.
Okay.
And it's like a comedy, and it sounds kind of by the books, but I thought when you like look at the cast, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Of, like characters, and it's inhabited by a bunch of ghosts.
Oh, that's fun. That's
but
kooky.
It sounds cute. I thought, and apparently, again, it's one of those shows that's like it's really good. Everyone should watch it. So but I have like a low key how it sounds like it's shot. I'm like, this is literally a lot of what I was writing for television pilots, and I really like it. But it's not the same at all. But like
you can call yours spirits.
Well, it's not the same at all. But if I were to pitch this script right now to a bunch of like TV people, they'd be like, "It sounds like this show."
Yeah.
But that show is already running.
Oh,
but
I see.
in 10 years, I could pitch it and nobody would say a thing. So.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was just like, is anyone watching anything else that's good on TV?
Demons. Sorry, I'm trying to come up with other synonyms for
What's
what
that?
you call your show.
Snowfall is based on true events of how the CIA smuggled coke into the U.S. to fund the war against communism.
Oh my God.
What's it on?
In the 80s, but like it's kind of about the crack boom. It's in L.A. in the 80s. It's on Hulu, FX show.
Oh, Hulu.
FX,
Very highly rated.
My dad would like it. That sounds like a show my dad would like.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like on that multiple like storylines too. Like you got the CIA dude, and then you got Franklin, the college kid that's in the hood.
That's on crack.
No, that's about to move the crack. And then
he's a dealer.
And then you have the Mexicans that are working with the Colombians.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It sounds pretty cool.
All about the trade.
And it's crazy.
But the hustle, the in and outs.
Eames, are you watching anything?
Oh no, but I had something to add to what Ben was saying. When I was in Panama, that was one of like the biggest things that kept being brought up was the drug trade, and like how even there the biggest parts of the city, the buildings are just black and dark at night, just because they're used for like laundering money.
Illicit activities.
Yeah. And the buildings are just sitting there with nothing in them because people are using it to filter their drug money.
Jeez.
Wild.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Panama be like.
No, and it is because it's just like forest, and
Yeah.
Costa Rica especially.
I've never been out of the country, so I don't even have like stories like this. One time, my tire popped. One time I filled my car with diesel.
Crack cocaine spilled out. That's crazy, Peter. My God.
I wish I was that like cool and interesting. That's the way to look at that.
That cool and interesting.
You know, there's like different like CSI things, whatever the show is, where it's like da 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 crime show Los Angeles or
like CSI LA or whatever.
Thank you. Yeah.
CSI Miami.
Right.
I don't even know if that's a show.
You could be like Snowfall Boone, or Snowfall Upstate.
Start moving it up here.
That could be you.
I'll make your show.
I do actually have stories like that, so none that I'm involved, none that I've participated in.
AppTV, give us a segment.
I have been in some crazy circles. I have never been involved with anything, but like I have weird stories where I'm just like, is this happening? Like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be right back.
And I'll be gone.
Pruett's gonna be working on his. He's laundering money.
I'm gonna be peddling drugs through Panama.
Guys.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Pruett with a big jacket on.
Oh no.
Pruett. Pruett
Right,
Norris.
that's me. I'll see you guys Monday.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
It sound white, boy. Sound it sound white, boy.
It sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. You're listening to the Morning Crossword.
Yeah. You is.
Ben is very enthusiastic about and that's not even current, I don't think.
No, it's not.
So far,
But I still don't know it.
He's doing a crossword.
Teen.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
I did these two yesterday
Oh, okay.
during my observation hour.
So we're working on 4-letter word for.
Yeah.
For gunk, that one's still not. Goop.
Yeah, we're looking for gunk, 4-letter word down, and then we're also looking for romantic rendezvous, and the second letter is R. Five letters.
My mom listens to the show, and she lives for word puzzles. I'm surprised she hasn't chimed in.
I'll send you a handwritten thank you note, or congratulations if you get this right, people.
Anyways, the last thing that we had to talk about is something inspired by something that happened today to me. So as some people know, I've mentioned him on the previous era of the Morning App. My hero, he is legitimately my favorite artist now. I would say Florence and the Machine was, but he is my hero. Is Orville Peck. He is a country singer. That's why I was talking about this.
Yes.
Orville Peck he released his first his second album was coming out, and he released his first EP of it, and it's so freaking good. I listened to it in the car this morning. It's already on loop. It is every song a banger. It's only 4 songs, and usually when an artist releases an EP, I'm there's always one song I don't really care for, even if it's on a good album. So good. And I mention this because I have said before, if there's one artist. Again, because he's my hero. I dressed up for him as Halloween. He is my hero. If he I always said if he walked into the studio, let's say for example, I would do, and you two both get this reference, what Troy Barnes did in that episode with Lamar Burton, I think his name was, the guy from Reading Rainbow, when Pierce was faking that he was dying, and he would that would be me.
Spain.
I would no, he just freezes.
Oh.
Because Pierce got him an hour hanging out with Lamar Burton. He just doesn't say anything.
Hilarious.
And that would be me. Either that or I'd start crying. I'd just fall on the floor and start crying because I love that man. I'd probably do that. If I got an hour to hang out with him, I'd just sit there
speechless.
Because he says I never wanted to meet him. I told Pierce I never wanted to meet him. Why would he do this to me? I was wondering, do you guys have one person, if you would meet them, would you freak out? I'm an animated person, so I freak out when I get an extra slice of toast.
I don't know if I'd freak out, but I really, really want to meet Dave Grohl.
Who's that?
Dave Grohl's a lead singer of Foo Fighters, and he was the drummer for Nirvana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I would really love to meet him.
What would you say to him? Have you ever thought of that?
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I would freeze.
That's why I've always been
Maybe. I guess I would freeze because I just wouldn't be able, nothing would come out.
I'm surprised. You get an hour to hang out with Dave Grohl, and you're like,
oh, cool.
Or I'd have nothing to say. I would actually. I have so many things to say to him. I just wouldn't know what. Not Dave Grohl. I don't know him.
Yeah,
sorry.
I wouldn't know where to start. That would be the actual problem.
True.
Ben. A poker player.
Maybe, or Noel Miller, or maybe Paul Rudd or somebody goofy.
Noel Miller, the comedian.
Noel Miller, yeah, the comedian, yeah. I think me and Noel would vibe.
I agree with that.
I think, and we're just the same height and everything. We just be walking around making jokes.
Which is so funny because Noel Miller, I legit don't think of him as short. I don't look at I was surprised when he would make jokes. He's I'm really short. I'm really?
Yeah.
You don't look like a short person.
Well, then again, we're short by societal standards. We're not actually short.
As I've told you, I don't. Height is not a thing.
For me. Yeah, it's not a thing for me either. But I just think it would be funny.
How tall are you? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 5'8".
He's a king.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's not even short.
No, yeah,
no,
that's
it's not.
What I'm
but
saying.
It's short, you know.
Yeah.
Quotation marks.
Not 6.
Not 6 feet. I think I've mentioned this before, but my friend Joey, friend of the show, love him. On his dating profile, I don't think he uses it anymore, but he put 6 foot if that matters. I'm does it matter? You tell me.
I hate that if it matters.
It matters to you.
Yeah, I always say that. Does it matter to you? I guess. I think people do have hang-ups about height, and I understand the advantages and disadvantages of it. I guess. I always say oh no, if I've dated tall people and I've dated very short people, and I'm no, there's positives to both.
I was about to say I stopped caring very early on.
Right.
And yeah.
Every man a king. Paul Rudd would be interesting. He would be one that I think everyone would like have a good time with.
Yeah, I think Paul Rudd would make me feel very comfortable.
Have you ever seen? I'm sure you have. Have you seen his Hot Ones?
Yes. Yeah.
So good. And he has that like meme where he's like, what does he say? He's like crying while he's saying. He's like, no, you and me, we're doing this or something like that. Look at us. Look at us. Yeah, there you go.
Who would have thought? Yeah, not me.
Not me. Yeah. That was like a TikTok audio for like ever. Oh, Paul Rudd.
Legendary.
You know he's like 50.
Yeah.
He does not look 50.
That generation of actors is really getting up there.
What generation is that?
Like you know.
Like who else?
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I guess Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Like that whole.
Even Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's like 60s now.
Let's see.
I don't know. Who are some other?
54.
Wow.
Will Ferrell.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Was Paul Rudd an SNL guy?
Probably. I would imagine.
I don't think he was.
Even Andy Samberg's like 43.
That one always gets me.
That one always gets me
because he looks pretty young too.
Yeah, he's always looked super young.
I thought he was like late 20s.
Right?
No,
oh, I know.
was like
he was like 40 like 2 years ago, I think.
That's wild.
43. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. He does not look 43.
I assumed 28.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, it's true.
It's because he always plays man children.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I'm not hating on him. That's just his like typecast role.
I actually kind of liked the movie on Hulu. I don't know if you guys seen it, Palm Springs.
Such a good movie.
I actually really liked that movie. Yeah.
Kristen Milioti is one of my like all-time favorites actresses. She's just a really good actress, and she's the woman who plays opposite him. She's so good in that movie.
Yeah, and I really like what's his face, the side character dude that he's in some stuff too, and he's the lead in Whiplash. Or
Isn't he? Is it? It's not J.K. Simmons, is it?
It might be.
I think it is.
In Whiplash, it's
no in Palm Springs. I don't.
Well, and it's the teacher from Whiplash.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I haven't seen that movie since it came out, and I remember being like, "Is that the guy who plays Tenzin on the Legend of Korra?"
Yeah,
it is.
That movie, I saw you write it down. That movie is pretty goofy. It's like about this like wedding that Andy Samberg is at, and then like the day just keeps repeating.
They get stuck in a but they get stuck in a time loop.
It's like it's like a sci-fi comedy.
Yeah.
Rom-com type thing.
And they even like try dying and it just resets.
That's pretty goofy.
It's really good.
I'm intrigued.
That would be a fun Valentine's movie for everyone.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm working Valentine's Day. Woo!
I don't know. It's Valentine's week, kind of weekend.
The best gift I can give myself is money. And that's the way to do it.
And chocolates.
There you go. I'll swing by the gas station on my way home.
Get some Valentine's chocolates.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of chocolate really. So like.
I don't like chocolate much either.
I do like Snickers though, and Chloe, I'm so bad. Sorry, Chloe. She put Snickers candy bar little bites in it. I took like 4 of them.
Dang, 4.
They're like little bites.
I know, but 4 is noticeable. You take 1, she might not notice.
She used to have those stale marshmallows. Chloe is one of our people at the radio station, and she has like this little jar of candy that she would like sort of refill. But then
how many times have I been late on this show? Once?
What brought that on?
I think once, because Chloe, one random time, was like, every time I listen to the morning app, they're like, Ben's late.
Ben is...
And I'm like,
no.
I'm like, nah, I think I was late 1 time.
I think you were late 1 time.
Yeah.
And, well, maybe she meant to say, Ben just doesn't show up. Because there's been a few shows like that. Just a few.
Maybe that was her saying she doesn't listen to the morning app.
Oh. Exposed. Exposed. Now I'm wondering, I still have... My friend Ariella wanted me to do something maybe with them for Valentine's Day, but we might be. I think we're hanging out the day after because our friend Isabella's birthday is Tuesday. So like, I don't know. I don't have plans for the Super Bowl Sunday except for taking photos of myself here. It's such poor timing. Why did I say to do that Sunday? Ben, have you gotten any closer, or have you decided? I know what you want to do for Lost Province.
Yeah, I want to do Lost Province. Yeah, and then that's about it.
I love Valentine's Day.
Come to hang out with me.
Yes.
Can I sit there and drink?
I'm sorry, Miss. Can you
the
please?
best kind of night.
Yeah.
Miss, can you get me some water, Miss?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, it'd be very obnoxious. Just gonna kill you. I was gonna say actually Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday, but that's not true. I was like, no, it's my second favorite, third favorite, fourth favorite. Just like going through the holidays.
Yeah, I would say third probably.
I like it better than Thanksgiving.
Birthday.
Too.
Birthday.
I love that counts as a holiday.
It does.
That's some
Birthday
narcissistic stuff right
Yeah,
there.
everyone's birthday is a holiday. Period.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't get the
I
day
wasn't
off
thinking
for my
about-
birthday though.
It
Yeah,
is.
I wasn't thinking about my birthday when we were thinking of it.
Birthday, or maybe Halloween, one or the other. But I've had a lot of like letdown Halloweens these past few years. Maybe Christmas, but I'm not a big fan of the whole like family tradition stuff. I just love the aesthetic and the like. Everything is sad. Snow and stuff, and then Valentine's Day.
I like Earth Day.
Yeah, I like Earth Day. Arbor Day.
I like Earth Day. I like St. Patrick's Day. I like
That's a big thing in
Halloween.
Boone. Don't clown on it.
Oh, I know.
You'll get some boonies mad at you.
I like New Year's is the biggest letdown holiday.
I haven't had a
think.
real St. Patty's Day.
Neither have I.
It sucks.
I mean, I'm 22 now. Like, all right. Well, actually, sorry, we're talking our ears off. So this is a terrible way to wrap up the show, but we need to. So, have a great weekend, I guess.
Yeah, thank you.
Like ending a press conference.
That was so like.
Have a good weekend,
That
guys.
was so curt.
See you Monday, everybody.
You sounded like irritated. Like, thank you.
7 down
Ben's
gunk.
just
If
ready
you
for the
figure it out, DM me.
Mom, text me. 7 down gunk, 4 letters.
It's probably just dirt.
Isn't it?
But goodbye.
Bye.
Appalachian State University congratulates the award-winning WA